Been a long time for the Clemson Tigers in a major bowl. Last in the Orange Bowl when they won the national championship 30 years ago. Welcome to the 78th Discover Orange Bowl. Champions of the Big East, West Virginia. Champions of the ACC, Clemson meet here in Sun Life Stadium between Fort Lauderdale and Miami. Greetings, everyone. It's not a Monday night, but you got the Monday night guys. Mike Tirico, John Gruden, Ron Jaworski, Lisa Salters joins us here in a little bit. And let's be very honest and candid with everyone. If you have 6 automatic qualifiers from the conference champions to the BCS, these are the 2 at the bottom. These conferences were not elite conferences this year, but that shouldn't take away what it means to the players and the programs and the fan bases with what's on the line tonight. Let's start with Clemson. We talked about 30 years ago a national title, 20 years ago an ACC title. Well, Dabo Swinney became an interim coach a few years ago. He's become the head coach and now an ACC championship coach at Clemson.
Well, Dabo Swinney deserves a lot of credit for having Clemson in this bowl game tonight. He also deserves a lot of credit for going out and hiring an ex-high school coach to run his offense. And offensive coordinator Chad Morris has run a few teams right out of the stadium this year. And they're led by their sophomore all-conference quarterback, Taj Boyd. Boyd has combined for 36 touchdowns this year. He's a double threat. He can hurt you with his legs and his arm. And they have a fantastic freshman wide receiver here named Sammy Watkins. Very few players get labeled can't-miss prospects. Sammy Watkins is a can't-miss prospect.
See the freshman on display tonight. Meantime, for West Virginia, they had Bill Stewart, a coach who everybody liked and respected, and he was supposed to turn the reins over to the new head coach, Dana Holgorsen, right about now. The timetable changed in the offseason, but the results have been very positive.
Yeah, it's been an amazing year for West Virginia, in particular Dana Holgorsen. And what a job he has done. As Mike said, he was supposed to be the offense coordinator, head coach in waiting. All of a sudden, he's a head coach for the first time in his life. And he's done a great job of bringing West Virginia here to South Beach and the Orange Bowl. He also inherited a very talented quarterback, the junior Geno Smith. He's led this fast break offense to 35 points a game, 460 yards per game in offense. It is fast break offense. We love it. And I love what Greg Schiano, the head coach of Rutgers, had to say about Geno Smith. He reminds him of Joe Namath. Now, I'm not going to be quite that flattering about Geno Smith, but he could really spin it, guys.
And we mentioned his head coach. He's standing by a short time ago with our Lisa Salters.
Thank you very much. Coach, you're coming into this game a little bit banged up. Your starting safety, Terrence Garvin, is out, and your options for replacing him, a redshirt freshman and a freshman. How concerned are you about that, especially with Sammy Watkins lining up on the other side?
Well, obviously I'm concerned about it, but with that becomes opportunity. You know, and everybody gets banged up and everybody loses guys. That's just part of the game, and you got to look at his opportunity for young guys to step in there and make some plays.
And at running back, tough break for Dustin Garrison. Got hurt at practice the other day. He's out. Back. What are you expecting from his backups?
Well, again, Lisa, it's the same thing. When Dustin was just coming into his own. We didn't play him very much earlier. If we would have done that, if we would have played him more early, it'd be a 1,000-yard guy right now. So with him not in there, it's an opportunity for other guys to step up. We got Andrew Bowie, who's another true freshman who actually beat out Dustin in camp. You know, now he's healthy, and we look for him to have a big night.
All right, thank you very much. Good luck to you.
All right, Lisa, thank you. Dabo Swinney standing by with Lisa Salters.
Thank you, Mike. Dabo, well, you have said for too long the Clemson football program has been wandering in the wilderness. Now you've wandered into the Orange Bowl. What does this moment right now mean to you?
Well, 3 years ago when I got this job, we started a journey to try to get this program to the BCS. So it's a great step. We're up and walking. We got to go finish tonight.
You've also said that this ain't going to be a 6-3 game. What kind of game are you expecting tonight?
Well, I don't think it'll be 6-3, but hopefully it'll be a defensive game. Hopefully when this thing's over, people are going to be talking about the Clemson defense. That's what I'm hoping.
Thank you very much. Good luck, Coach. Mike?
Yeah, and hopefully it'll be like the other BCS games. They've been tight and taut and pretty special, Dana. And there's the Mountaineers head coach. First year as a head coach, as Jaws said, at any level. And he takes his team to the conference championship. Could very well be the last game that West Virginia plays as a member of the Big East. We'll discuss that as the game goes on. West Virginia won the toss, deferred the option to the second half, so Tyler Bittencourt ready to kick it. Jerron Brown joins Sammy Watkins, the explosive #2, back for Clemson. And off Off we go with the 2012 Discover Orange Bowl. They want to keep it out of the hands of Watkins, too. One problem, it goes out of bounds, and our Big Ten officiating crew and David Whitman will tell us about the good field position for Clemson's offense right out of the gate. So Clemson will take it over Jaws at the 40 and bring out Taj Boyd.
And Taj Boyd has really matured as a player and as a leader of this Clemson offense. He saved his best performance for the ACC championship game against Virginia Tech when he was voted the game's most valuable player. He can make plays with his legs as well as his arm.
First team all-conference out of Hampton, Virginia. Brings Andre Ellington back behind him, 1,000-yard back. Ellington slips and falls. And he's shy of the line of scrimmage. Will Clark up there for the West Virginia defense. One thing we'll be watching is the pace, guys, both teams.
No huddle offense. You'll rarely see Clemson come out of a conventional huddle and look for all kind of different formations, especially early.
It brings Sharon Peak, the freshman, in for Clemson. Here's Ellington up the middle, breaking free, one man to beat. Andre Ellington gonna go the distance. Touchdown, Tigers. Touchdown number 11 on the season, a 96-yard drive capped by the junior Ellington.
Hard offense to stop.
Well, you can see that 4.4 speed of Andre Ellington exploded through the hole. Nobody's going to catch him.
Chandler Catanzaro adds the extra point. And the second team All-ACC running back scores the first points of this Discover Orange Bowl. Maybe breaks the seal on what might be a high-scoring affair. Untouched and all the way home. Clemson scores first. Great to have you with us from South Florida. Penultimate game of the 2012 Bowl Championship Series here inside Sun Life Stadium. Seeing some great views of the game this evening, courtesy of the DirecTV Ultimate Picture Cam. And the West Virginia defense got to see the back of Andre Ellington, one of the 7 players who has a play of 50 yards or more this year for this Tiger offense. A drive 2 for the Mountaineers. Chandler Catanzaro, second team All-ACC kicker. Tavon Austin back along with Tavon Brown. It's Austin from the 18. Seeking space, going to go down shy of the 30. All right, Coach Gruden, what do you have here on number 12, Geno Smith, the quarterback for the Mountaineers?
Well, Geno Smith has prototype size. He has all the numbers. First team All Big East, 2-year starter. This is a shotgun, no huddle, throw it a lot offense. West Virginia has struggled early in football games. They need to get Smith going quickly against a team like Clemson.
28, Geno Smith will run it with Sean Alston. And Alston, the junior from Hampton, Virginia, takes it to the 33. Andre Branch made the tackle.
That Andre Branch, he can cover grass. That time he chased that play down on the backside. He's an impressive football player. Every film you pick up is the same. High energy, a lot of production.
Todd McShay has him 11th in his early evaluations. One of the top players in the country, senior. Smith, everything was covered left, so Geno using his wheels. And gets out right near the first down marker. Just going to be, let's see the mark, might be right on it. Yeah, looks like he got a first down on the scramble by Smith.
Boy, as I watch Geno Smith, the nice thing is he's looking for the read downfield. The pocket collapses. Reminded me of my old teammate, number 12 with the Eagles, Randall Cunningham. Got those big, long legs, gets outside the pocket, and he's a smart quarterback. Get out of bounds, don't take the hit.
6'3", playing in the shadow of his old hometown. Pass incomplete. Way over the head of Tavon Austin. Martin Jenkins is coming in with pressure from the edge. If you haven't heard the story in the lead-up to this game. Geno Smith went to Miramar High School, not too far from here. It was right back at his high school. He could see from there the big screens here in this stadium. Matter of fact, when the Colts won their Super Bowl here against the Bears, he remembers watching those big screens to see Peyton Manning play in the Super Bowl from his front yard. So he's really experiencing a home game here tonight.
And you see West Virginia in a huddle. And Kevin Steele told us eventually the game will slow down. And when it does, we'll be able to get some of our exotic calls in. I'd be surprised if Clemson doesn't heat up Geno Smith here.
That means you're going to get one-on-one in the outside, John. You got to take your shots with this receiving core.
It's a second down. Smith middle, going to be caught. Tavon Brown racing to the 30. And tied up there, 32 first down yards for the redshirt senior who played at Wake Forest for 4 years, now getting his master's degree here in West Virginia. And here go the Mountaineers right to the line.
And if you're going to get those pressures, you're going to get one-on-ones in the backside of the defense. And here it comes, Tavon Brown. Good throw by Geno Smith on the money. Explosive play.
Andrew Bowie comes left, gains a couple of yards. This is the area that they really like to increase the tempo if the West Virginia offense.
And they put a lot more on their quarterback. They let Geno Smith call a few plays. The closer this ball gets towards the goal line, and play calling gets tougher the closer you get in this red zone. You can see right now West Virginia's coming out of the huddle, but it might be a speed tempo out of the huddle as well.
Also, John, you know, that far hash, that hash close to the West Virginia sideline, they can substitute a lot quicker than Clemson can.
Smith getting it out of his hands, right back to the line of scrimmage. Was Bowie marked down? He keeps going, there's no whistle. Bowie made a play, if it stands up, similar to the national championship game last year with Auburn.
Yeah, Rashard Hall thinks he makes a great play here.
If he comes down on Hall and no body part hits the ground, he can keep going. Wow. The hand doesn't count, so you watch here. And it looks like no body part came down, and he kept his balance, so it's a first down. There goes Tavon Austin, who takes it from Smith, trying to get to the edge. Tavon Austin smelling the goal line, but he slipped and fell inside the 5 to 4. It'll be second and goal.
That's all Tavon Austin. Just sudden stop and start quickness. I thought they had him dead in the water, but you see the instant acceleration of Tavon Austin. Done it all year for the Mountaineers.
Sean Alston, sometimes they call him Sean Alstott, or Mike Alstott from the NFL. Good back, powering inside the 5, breaking through tackles. Out of the pistol, he's got it. He's got the middle. He's got a touchdown, Mountaineers.
That was Alstott-like, but it's Alston for the West Virginia touchdown.
What a great block on the backside by number 57, left guard Jeff Braun. Watch this cutoff block on the backside by number 57 that allows the cutback to happen. That's rare that you see a walk-in touchdown, and Sean Alston, he's done that a lot this year.
Tyler Bittenkirk knocks home the extra point. So it takes 2 minutes and 39 seconds for West Virginia to respond. Get the light bulbs ready on the scoreboard. Two high-scoring teams over 30 a game. Each scored a touchdown in their second drive. Taj Boyd and the Clemson offense will get back on the field. Sometimes when you get high-scoring teams in bowl games, because of that month layoff, it takes them a while to get in gear. These teams look sharp in that second drive. Corey Smith kicks it. See if he tries to keep it short of Sammy. No, Watkins going to run up and get it at the 15. Look out, one seam to the left, but a good angle taken, and Watkins will be escorted to the sideline, the 38-yard line by Ian Smith. Fake it to Ellington, throw it to Watkins on the edge. Got a block from Sharon Peak. And a first down for Sammy Watkins, gain of 12.
I love this kid, Sammy Watkins. Get him the football on the edge. You'll see the initial play action. Watch him, just a little bubble screen to the outside. Get the block inside. Look at the quickness and acceleration. This kid loves to play football.
Brandon Ford Jr. is the man in motion as Boyd goes back. Over the top, Boyd, in and out of the hands of the first-team All-American tight end, Dwayne Allen.
Boy, they love to run these wheel routes with Sammy Watkins flying down the boundary, and they try to get their All-America tight end, Dwayne Allen, right down the seam. That time well defended by the Mountaineers. I'm tired, Ron. This is some tempo.
Watch these teams all year, 33, 34 points a game. This is how they do it. Boyd kept the play alive. It is incomplete, ruled an incomplete pass as Bruce Irvin was pressuring, and Sammy Watkins was the intended receiver.
That's what we're talking about, Mike. Boyd has about 4 options on every one of these plays. He can hand it off, and if he keeps it, he has the option to run it, pitch it. That time he got a little bit indecisive, but they asked this quarterback to do a lot from a decision-making standpoint on every down.
It's 3rd and 10. Irvin was trying to get in the pass to the sideline, caught by Hopkins, but marked short of the first down. So it's 4th and 1.
Once again, Mike, DeAndre Hopkins, a terrific catch on a ball thrown away to the sideline. That's where the ball must be placed by Boyd. Low and away, Hopkins comes up with a big catch, just a little short of the first down.
An important injury for Clemson. Their left tackle, Philip Price, the senior, who was a walk-on tight end. A long-armed young man who really has emerged and has kept this job throughout the year. Had an MCL problem, ligament problem, in that knee, in a knee, I should say, back in November. Has to come off, and it's 4th and a yard right now as David Smith comes in to replace him for the moment.
Yeah, they're going to miss Price on this play. He's a tough, nasty left tackle that road grades people.
We're going to guy Smith, who has 18 career starts. Need a little more than a yard. To Watkins, kept by Boyd, fights through the tackle of Jared Barber and gets a Clemson first down.
Oh, the lower body strength of Boyd shows up here in these situations. You're going to see Sammy Watkins come underneath the formation as a diversion area, and Boyd keeps it himself. A lot like Cam Newton used to do for Auburn in short yardage.
It's down for Boyd, middle shot, Watkins in there. Sammy, touchdown, Tigers.
Sammy Watkins just can't stop this guy if you give the quarterback Taj Boyd that kind of time. You saw Watkins open the middle of the field. He finds grass nicely, and once he catches the football, this guy explodes, John.
Extra point added by Catanzaro. 3 touchdowns in less than 5 minutes.
Well, you come right out of a 4th and 1, and right away after the first down, Clemson jumps the football, top of your screen. Watch Watkins break underneath Allen, catch this square in, the safety falls down. You make one mistake, like number 24, Ian Smith did right there, it's to the house. Great players make you pay dearly. Nice drive by Clemson. How do you know all these things, Ron?
I read all the media guides and stuff, John. I get sit in my hotel room, like, you know, you're doing games, I'm hanging out, studying.
That's what he's doing at the pool while we were doing the Outback Bowl the other day, right? Here comes Tavon Austin, who's brought back 2 kicks for a touchdown this year. Austin still on his feet. Out to the 43-yard line. There's supreme talents on display here tonight. Back to Geno Smith. He's looking for the seam. It's open in the middle again. It's Willie Millhouse. He's down to the 22-yard line. That's only a gain of 35.
Nobody covered him. Bunch formation. They come out of the stack and they spray in different directions. And you're going to see number 85 come right down the seam. They blew the coverage.
Linebackers just got sucked up, John, by the play action. Big holes in that secondary.
The slant brought in by Ivan McCartney, who also, like Stedman Bailey, went to high school with Geno Smith here in Florida.
You know, Breland's giving a big cushion out there to McCartney. Just take advantage of it. Throw those quick slants. You get up in press position, make that slant, go over the top.
So Second and 6. Austin takes it quickly from Smith, seeking the pylon. Austin dives. Touchdown. Tavon Austin just trying to get it in by the pylon. We have to watch a couple of things. Was he out of bounds, and did he have control of the ball as he touched the pylon?
Watch this play, Mike. This is a wide receiver that motions into the backfield. What do you think?
Take one more look at it here. It looked like that foot was good, and touching the pylon looked like after the contact with the pylon, the ball lost control.
I believe it's a touchdown.
Extra point punched through by Bittenkurt. That only took a minute 50. Wow. And we've had 4 touchdowns scored here in the last just under 7 minutes. It's right down the middle and short. Watkins catches it at the 15. He'll be tackled just shy of the 35-yard line. Back to Taj Boyd's turn. Complete to midfield on the completion to Jaron Brown, a gain of 15.
All right, Jaron Brown made the catch. After a couple drops, makes a nice catch there, diving to the ground, coming up with it.
He's been in the lineup a good part of the night. Ellington to the 25-yard line.
West Virginia has some pass rushers here that are outstanding. Out there, number 11, Bruce Irvin. Had 14 2 years ago, 7.5 this year. It's just hard to rush the passer against this Clemson offense with all the perimeter quick screens.
Third and 4, Mountaineers bring pressure. Boyd throws over the top, nearly intercepted. Jared Barber coming back out of Mocksville, North Carolina, had a hand on it, and we get to 4th and 4.
Nice play by Barber, number 33. He's going to see the tight end on the crossing route. He runs right to the junction of that pattern. That's good coaching right there. Good recognition by the young linebacker.
Yeah, Barber right on the play action fake, goes, hunts up that crossing route. Right in perfect position, incomplete.
It's an area where Catanzaro has been very good this year. 7 of 10 from between 40 and 49 yards. From 42, he knocks it through. Field goal's like a letdown. 17-14 Tigers.
Only 3?
With John Gruden, Ron Jaworski, Lisa Salters, Mike Tirico with you. The Discover Orange Bowl, continuing the trend that we saw in many of the bowl games, especially that wild Washington Baylor Valero Alamo Bowl game with a lot of points. What you expect out of these teams, both top 25 of the 120 FBS schools in scoring during the regular season. Spencer Benton will get his turn to kick off for Clemson. And his deep leg allows the 12th touchback of the year. No return for Tavon Austin. Clemson hoping for a 3-and-out. Flushed is Smith. Throws on the run. Held on. What a catch on the sideline by Stedman Bailey. These two guys who went to high school together and know each other well. Hook up for 13 and a first down.
Stedman Bailey, number 3. You'll see him explode to the sideline, and that play was made because the quarterback, Geno Smith, has that mobility to get outside. And boy, he throws a dart. Stedman Bailey, good hands.
You know why else that play was made? Because those guys know each other since 8th grade. They've been doing that a whole lot of time. Sean Alston to the 40-yard line.
Well, number 98, Brandon Thompson, missed the tackle for loss there. Some of these highly decorated Clemson Tiger defensive linemen haven't done much so far.
Well, we found something that can stop the offenses. End of the quarter.
Can we take a breath?
Yes, 17-14 Clemson at the Discover Orange Bowl. Back in South Florida at the 2012 Discover Orange Bowl here on ESPN as the Bowl Championship Series continues and the theme of entertaining tight games continue. Mountaineers take over with 2nd and 2 and Alston's the back. There goes Sean, who has a touchdown earlier tonight, gets to the 44-yard line. And even further downfield, Stedman Bailey.
Getting a little chippy out there.
Yep, with Bashaud Breeland of Clemson.
A lot of these kids come back to Miami. They are playing their hearts out for West Virginia, but you have to control your emotions. I've seen Stedman Bailey, and we just showed you number 12, the quarterback, Geno Smith. Both guys, very emotional young men, coming back to Miami.
Here's Bowie with the carry to the 46-yard line.
West Virginia trying to get a little balance in their offense.
Just amazing.
Inside.
Excuse me, John. Just amazing how the crowd, they just don't get to participate in these no-huddle offenses. They're as mesmerized as we are.
Catch your breath.
That ball on your hash. Force mistakes.
They go again, just flick it forward to Tavon Austin, trying to get the edge. He got a nice block to get inside the 15. Austin going toward the goal line is ruled in for the touchdown.
That's amazing. That's the third time they've ran the same play.
We got to go back. I think he was out of bounds back here. I hesitated on the call. I thought his left foot was out of bounds. Let's get a look here, guys.
That's close, Mike. I think they've stayed in.
See. That's good. All right. All the way in. 27 yards, and it's ruled a pass, by the way.
I like watching this kid in replay at full speed. How about the moves he's making, Mike? I mean, he's accepting these little laterals, these little shotgun plays from Geno Smith. No one can tackle him.
How in the world those feet stay in going down the sideline? That first look was clearer than that look that he was in. That one gave the illusion that he might have been out. That first look, you saw green between the toes and the sideline on every step. Austin has his second touchdown. West Virginia's last 3 possessions. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. How about this Mountaineer offense? 21 points, 16.5 minutes. Back here in South Florida at the Discover Orange Bowl. These push-ups are going to increase, and so will the words to the defense of encouragement and of adjustment. As Dabo Swinney goes over to talk to his Clemson defenders, who will make a stand here. 3 straight drives for touchdown by West Virginia, John.
I know what he's saying. He's saying, you see that number 1? That Austin? Tackle him. Get that number 1. He's killing us.
2,294 total yards this year. A little wind help to take the kick back to the goal line. There's Sammy Watkins with some blocking and a nice tackle by Ian Smith, the starting safety, at the 20-yard line. We have seen several players slip here in the first half. Boyd, sideline throw, long throw over to DeAndre Hopkins. Nuke making some moves. He's got a first down as he made a cut and slipped to the 47-yard line. We have an injured Clemson offensive lineman again.
Philip Price, the left tackle. Just a little arrow route. Hopkins starts inside, comes back outside. And you see number 37, Wes Tonkery, missing a tackle. Tonkery pressed into service tonight because of the injury to Terrence Garvin. Clemson's loaded with skill players, Jaws.
Both teams are.
David Smith replaces him and blocks for Andre Ellington, who's down the sideline. Ellington in a foot race out of bounds, back in the red zone at the 14-yard line.
Boy, this Andre Ellington, once again, you could see his speed as he explodes right here to the right side of Boyd. Nice little inside zone blocking scheme. Finds that hole, and boy, once he gets the secondary, he just runs over people. He's a tough runner, makes people miss as well as being physical.
Gain of 39. He's over 100 yards already in this Orange Bowl. So from the 3, they bring Watkins back around from the other side. Just give it to Ellington, pounding up the middle. And the ball taken out by West Virginia back the other way. The Mountaineers took it out of his hands, and Darwin Cook is racing for a touchdown. How about that turnaround? Oh, man!
Bowl.
Well, that will certainly, one, be reviewed, and then Cook, as he ran all the way down, kept going, ran into the wall. He gets up and he's okay. 99 yards, it's called right now. Let's get a peek. You got a million things there. When does the ball come out? Is he laying on other bodies? Does he cross the plane? When's the ball ripped out? See the ball coming out there.
Yeah. The previous play is under further review. The ruling on the field was the ball is taken away and returned for a touchdown.
Trying to identify the legs of the running back, and they are on all other Clemson shoes and legs. And as that is happening, it's ripped out and taken back for a 99-yard score, and it's Cook who's the one in there ripping it out.
That ball is already out. It's laying on some bodies.
Wow.
That's going to be a touchdown, West Virginia.
There's some play by Darwin Cook, the redshirt sophomore out of Cleveland, who played all but 7 plays on defense this year. So it will go as a 99-yard return, and Clemson was just about to score and retake the lead. Instead, Bittencourt adds the extra point, and the Mountaineers, in about 11 minutes, have scored 28 points. Remember, Clemson scored first. And it's now an 11-point West Virginia lead. That's 4 touchdowns for WVU in 11 minutes and 26 seconds. And one of the great getaways of all time by Darwin Cook. 99 yards. Dabo Swinney thought Tigers were going in for a score. And what in the wide world happened? Obi has bounced back. We're happy to report. The last 7 possessions have resulted in points. The first 2 did not.
Turnovers doomed Clemson this year down the stretch. 1-3 in their last 4 games because of 12 turnovers. Must protect the ball.
Corey Smith will kick it. Here comes Sammy Watkins. Try to get to the outside, couldn't. Brought down to the 24-yard line. Which includes some of this. Boyd on the move. Got a nice block downfield from Sharon Peak. It's the second time that wide receiver's thrown a downfield block. And it's a first down gain of 24.
This is a design quarterback counter play. Ball's a direct snap. He finds his offside guard. He's even using Ellington as a lead blocker. Boy, number 23, Andre Ellington, looks like he's out of gas, Mike.
Long way to go. Better find a station.
First down in time for Boyd. In the middle's free, and here comes Sammy Watkins, who slips and falls. Footing's a little dicey here. The 32, that's 17 more yards.
You got a middle clear right there from your All-American tight end, Allen, and they shoot Watkins right in behind him, wide open. Nice delivery by Boyd.
30 first downs, 25 minutes played. Hopkins to the sideline. The record for the most combined yards on offense with 2 teams in the history of the Orange Bowl, this is the 78th Orange Bowl, is 1,019 yards. We are already at 567 with 5:15 left in the first half, and they're to blame. These are the guys.
I love those guys.
Second and 4 as Boyd, his tight end was covered. Allen, pass incomplete. Tiger fans want Jared Barber for pass interference, not called.
You know, there was literally no pass rush. Here we are with just under 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter, and he's getting no pressure on the quarterbacks. Defensive linemen are gassed.
Left arm underneath there.
I think so.
The Clemson fans song correctly voiced their frustration. Slant on 3rd and 4. He's dropped by Hopkins. We credit the coverage of Broderick Jenkins. The guy we mentioned is a teammate of Sammy Watkins, the other receiver. And Swinney will go for the field goal here to try to make it an 8-point game.
I think it's hard to throw the quick game from the shotgun. You have to be able to catch it and deliver it. Sometimes these quarterbacks don't even get the laces. That time ball's thrown perfectly. Nice play by the cornerback Jenkins.
Catanzaro made it from 42. This one from 43. Good job getting the snap down.
Yeah.
And the kick is good. Catanzaro's got the best 40-plus yard field goal percentage at Clemson since Donald Igwebuike. Remember him?
Iggy.
Knocked another one through. Well, hello to all you Clemson fans who are watching all over the great state of South Carolina. Folks at the Esso Club as well. One of the all-time great sports establishments are watching games on that beautiful Clemson campus. That little piece of serenity there in the upstate part of South Carolina. 8-point West Virginia lead. Dana Holgorsen ready to send the offense back on the field as Spencer Benton kicks for the Tigers.
Oh boy.
Austin. Tavon on the outside. He's already had a good night with a couple of touchdowns and gives his offense good field position.
This is Rich Rodriguez, Coach Stewart, and now Holgorsen. And here they are in another big bowl game.
And there goes Bowie out of the timeout into Clemson territory. Cross midfield to the 47-yard line before Jonathan Willard brings him down.
Screen game. Hard to get pressure on the quarterback with all these different screen passes. And Kevin Steele's looking for the right call for his Clemson defense.
There's the right call.
Yeah.
Well, that's the first time we've talked about number 98, Brandon Thompson. A lot of people say he's a potential first-round draft choice. You're going to see penetration right at the top of your screen. Should make that play when he's unblocked. I saw a mistake up front for West Virginia, and sometimes in these no-huddle offenses, the call doesn't get echoed across the line of scrimmage. I think that was the case.
Todd McShay has that senior Thompson 38th on his overall list on ESPN.com. Over the top, it is caught by Tavon Brown, couple shy of the first down with Rashard Hall making the stop as we get to the 3:40 mark of the half.
You know, Geno Smith not only throwing the football well, but reading the defense to his right. He sees the pressure, plants that back foot, gets the ball out. Hot principles executed beautifully.
And Tavon Austin, they go speed and they get the flag. Looked like a face mask. He's going to take it into the red zone for the Mountaineers.
Personal foul, face mask. Defense number 29. Half the distance. Automatic first down.
Great call by the official. They're just firing the ball on the perimeter and trying to get Austin in one-on-one situations. And he's miserable on defenses.
Back to Sean Alston, the big back. Smith, nothing open, taking off. Look at the moves by Smith to get inside the 10. And Brewer tackles him at around the 7-yard line.
Well, Smith has been well protected for the most part tonight. He came into this game being sacked 19 times. Their last 6 games, no sacks tonight.
Three for the first down, 8 for the touchdown.
Stedman Bailey at the bottom of the screen, one-on-one coverage. Number 3, be surprised if he doesn't get a look.
Martin Jenkins, 14 down there for Clemson, trying to communicate the change in the secondary coverage. Smith, will he take off again? There he goes, and he's in. Touchdown, West Virginia.
You know, if you go back and look at what happened on that play, Clemson's blitzing. Geno Smith audibles and Clemson audibles on defense. The Clemson Tigers audible into a zone defense, and Geno Smith just takes off. I don't think Clemson prepared for the running of Geno Smith tonight, Jaws. That's the 3rd time he's taken off and made big yardage.
And he's hurt him badly.
And credit to Lou Holtz. Coach said that on the pregame with Mark May and Reese Davis. That would be a factor he thought would be important because of the missing elements of Dustin Garrison and Bernard Roberts.
Well, Lou Holtz is a Hall of Famer. Me and Jaws aren't. You expect Lou Holtz to point that out.
You know, Reese gets 2 Hall of Famers, Lou Holtz and Mark May.
I know.
What do I get?
What's that mean, Mike?
I get, again, I'm just reporting fact here.
I'm in the Polish American Hall of Fame.
Yes, you are.
I like Herbie chiming in.
35-20. Sammy Watkins again slips. That's the fourth time we've seen Watkins slide as he's trying to make one of those cuts as this field's getting chopped up. There again, but they threw it to the wrong team. Intercepted by the Mountaineers. Pat Miller, who had a huge interception, the only one of his career, a 52-yarder for touchdown against South Florida in the conference clinching game for WVU, forces the turnover.
Well, West Virginia only comes to the three-man rush, so they drop 8 back, and they're playing man schemes. And boy, you just see a terrific job of driving the route. Boyd thought he had this one, but look at the coverage is absolutely perfect as Pat Miller undercuts the route, knowing he has help over the top.
That's a terrible throw by Boyd in that situation, and West Virginia's going for the kill.
Geno Smith, pocket collapsing over the middle, and walking in is Millhouse to the 1. Ruled down, knee down as the ball is marked there at the 1. So not free, but first and goal inside of 2 minutes.
Millhouse, what a story. You're going to see a free safety make a bad break. You see number 5, Jonathan Meeks, out of control. And Millhouse does an excellent job concentrating in a crowd.
Big back shot. It is Austin.
Wow.
To the goal line and in. Another Tavon Austin touchdown. And what an incredible half by the Mountaineer offense.
How cool is this play again? I mean, you talk about creativity.
This is the third time, Ron.
I know it. Oh.
I mean, Clemson's got to set the edge. You can't get this play 3 times for touchdowns in a season. West Virginia has flipped it 3 times in the first half for touchdowns.
Are we still in the first half?
We haven't had many teams that have scored 42 in an entire Orange Bowl, let alone a half. And it's 42-20 Mountaineers.
And don't lose sight of turnovers, Mike. We said it coming in here tonight. Clemson has to take care of the football. It's their second turnover. That's a forced ball. You cannot make that decision. And you set West Virginia up. Watch this flip from Geno Smith to Tavon Austin. Clemson has no answer for that underneath shovel pass to Austin. I told you this is my guy right here.
I know that. The minute you start scoring touchdowns, you know, you got on the bandwagon.
This offense can move it against anybody in college football.
Short kick, let it bounce. Finally fielded by Watkins, and he's out inside the 14. So everything working for the Mountaineers. Well, there you see West Virginia, both teams combining for an Orange Bowl record, and this the most points by a half, or by a team and a half, in the 78 Orange Bowls. From behind, Boyd may have lost the ball. It's whistled down at the 22. Bruce Irvin was coming from behind to punch it out.
Was he ever, Mike?
Well, he tomahawked that one. That was close.
He showed his stuff there. Number 11 came a long way. Bruce Irvin.
That's close to starting to come out there, guys. His knee comes down. They're going to take a second look at it, and rightfully so.
The previous play is after further review, the ball was fumbled prior to the run of the down. The ball will be placed at the 18-yard line, 1st and 10. The clock should be at 1:02.
I think it's a good call, and that's a great play by Irvin. All Big East. He dislodges the ball before Boyd is down.
What the replay official is ruling there is that contact started the ball coming loose, and he never had it back under control. And what a punch in the gut Clemson is taking here in this stretch.
They need a defensive play here now.
West Virginia wants more. Smith complete, and Tavon Brown is stopped inside the 10. They still have their 2 timeouts and 55 seconds left.
Yeah, they could take their time here. No need to rush this.
Out of the pistol with Bowie as the back. Here comes Andrew Bowie. It'll be first and goal for West Virginia after Rashard Hall's tackle. Clock stops to move the change. 39 seconds left.
I am just shocked at the volume of offense they can run within 8 seconds.
They'll get another playoff with Alston to the left and in. A 5-touchdown quarter by the Mountaineers.
It's amazing they can get 11 college football players lined up that fast and come off the ball with that kind of authority. This is a well-coached offensive football team. I tip my hat to these Mountaineer players and Dana Holgorsen. I know where I'm going to try to go this spring in clinic. That's impressive.
Whew, it's remarkable, John. It really is. This is impressive offensive football.
5 touchdowns in 10 minutes and 24 seconds. 78 Orange Bowls. Only 3 teams have scored more than 49 points for an entire game. Dabo Swinney's got work to do. First, he's talking to Lisa.
Thanks, Mike. Dabo, I heard you tell your defense that they were getting their butts kicked physically. What didn't you like?
Well, we're not playing well anywhere. You know, we came out and started off really good, but turnovers, you know, that's kind of when we've not won. We've got 3 turnovers, which has led to 3 touchdowns. And then defensively, we're not getting off blocks. One guy's killing us right now. 3rd and long, quarterback scrambling. You know, we're just, but the turnovers creates a lot of momentum, and that's our problem right now. But we just got to get in here, regroup, and just keep playing.
You've always said there's nothing less important than the score at halftime. What do you say to them to get back in it?
Well, that very thing. I mean, we got to go out. We got to win the second half. We got to score. We got to take care of the football. You know, we got no chance. We're going in to score. To take the lead over, it's a 14-point swing. You know, you fumble the ball, they go 99 yards, and you know, that just kills you. So we've got ourselves in a hole. We got to come back. We got to keep playing. That's just what you do, and try to see if we can get some momentum, create some turnovers on their side, and get back in this thing.
All right, thank you, Coach. Mike?
I don't know many coaches who would have been that accommodating and honest and nice after a second quarter like that. 35-3, West Virginia. It started out well for Clemson. Then the turnovers, the mistakes, and the onslaught. A first half that gave us 69 points and nearly 700 yards. Time for half number 2 of the 2012 Discover Orange Bowl. Here in Sun Life Stadium in South Florida. A record-setting first half for the Mountaineers. And where in the world does Clemson go down 29 and giving the ball to the Mountaineers?
Well, fortunately for Clemson, they have an explosive offense, and they have a high-tempo offense. They're going to have to pick it up right now and, of course, find Sammy Watkins to get some explosive plays.
Yeah, if I'm West Virginia, watch out for trickery in the kicking game. Let's learn from Clemson. Take care of the ball. We get out of here with a win. And keep the pedal to the metal. These stats in the first half, that thing's smoking. They're playing great.
And poor Clemson, 44 plays, 331 yards, and 20 points, and you're the team trailing by 29. It never happens. Oh, it just did. Nice quiet half for Tavon Austin. Only 3 receiving touchdowns. Technically receptions because of the shovel passes.
And he's hurt him as a returner too. His all-purpose yardage is something. He's going to add to that right here.
Still got a little bit of a block to get to the outside. He'll get to the 27-yard line. We mentioned a record-setting first half. Here you go. Just the Orange Bowl records. First quarter record for points. Those points and a half combined, which also sets an NCAA bowl game record. West Virginia's 49 points. And the longest defensive touchdown we've had in this Orange Bowl over the 78 years. The record for most points in an Orange Bowl combined was in that Florida-Maryland game a decade ago. They scored 79 points. We sit at 69 as West Virginia starts the third quarter. comes Austin to the right, and Tavon Austin picking up where he left off. Out of bounds right near midfield. 23 on the game.
Tavon Austin, get him the football. He will make plays. Watch the movement, a little inside handoff, gets on the edge, just makes people miss. Stick the foot in the ground. Incredible lateral agility by Tavon Austin.
That play is well blocked. There's 3 Clemson Tigers cut to the ground. Great execution by West Virginia.
Fake that, let Sean Alston run up the middle into Clemson territory. Here's Lisa.
Hey, Mike, well, Dana Holgorsen was asked whether or not the Mountaineers were going to try to slow things down in the second half with a 29-point lead. He said, no way, we're not going to try to protect this lead. We are going to continue to do what we do at our pace. John Jaws.
Holgorsen making a BCS game, Lisa, in his first year. Much like David Shaw with Stanford, who we saw the other night in the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl and the loss to Oklahoma State. Middle Smith, caught by Tavon Brown. He's had a nice game. It's another West Virginia first down.
Nice blitz pick up by Sean Alston, the veteran big back for West Virginia. Great catch.
Too easy, wide open, a better throw from Geno Smith. That one may have gone to the house.
5 catches, 71 yards for the redshirt senior out of Virginia, making his final appearance. And now a shot downfield, hauled in inside the 10 by Stedman Bailey. So the high school teammates a few miles away bring it down to the red zone.
Yeah, this one, you're going to bring pressure on the quarterback. You're going to get one-on-one matchups on the outside. When you got one-on-one in press position, run the go route. That is beautifully executed by that West Virginia Mountaineer offense. Quarterback, wide receiver on the same page.
There they go, working it again, trying to get in. Got it. Bailey, a homecoming touchdown for the Mountaineers.
They are really working number 17, Breland, 3 straight times. And the 3rd time's a charm. That time is just a little arrow route. He's going to drive to the inside, break back to the outside. Good throw, good finish by Bailey. One Miami product to the other right here in the Orange Bowl. 55 points. Wow.
A lot of time left, John. They're at 55.
That's a good old move to that scoreboard.
That's pretty cool for these 2 young men, Geno Smith and Stedman Bailey. Known each other since 8th grade. Playing on a conference champion, playing in the Orange Bowl game, and having a night to remember. West Virginia has equaled the 2002 Florida team a decade ago with the 2nd most points scored by a team in the history of the Orange Bowl. On the return, Sammy Watkins hasn't given up. 45-yard line. Trying to get to Andre Ellington. Pass is incomplete. I know. Bruce Irvin coming in, getting a sack for West Virginia. Stripped the ball earlier to cause a turnover.
Well, left tackle Philip Price is out of the game. His backup Brandon Thomas, number 63, is in the game, and Bruce Irvin just goes right after him. Speed rush. He comes back to the inside. Excellent work by the All Big East performer.
14 sacks 2 years ago, John.
Boyd pass to the middle is broken up and incomplete on 3rd and 17. As he tried to get it to Jerron Brown, it is a 3-and-out for the Mountaineers, and their defense set a couple of good series here.
And if I'm Dabo Swinney, I might go down to Chad Morris, my offensive coordinator, and say, hey, we might want to get out of this 2-minute drill and run the ball a little bit, because West Virginia could put 90 on the board the way it's going right now, Jaws.
They're making it look easy, and their defense comes up and makes a stop. Bruce Irvin's starting to heat it up right now.
Tavon Brown back, makes the fair catch just outside the 25. West Virginia has 7 offensive touchdowns, and they've scored them all on less than 3-minute drives. South Beach scene here in Miami that I'm sure the Mountaineer fans and Tiger fans got to check out during the week. Might run out of ammunition.
I think he has.
Shooting the gun off as the night goes on. 35 in a row for West Virginia. And Anthony Bowie takes it across the 30-yard line.
Maybe you're getting your wish here, John. A little running game. They can do that, too. This is a multi-dimensional, balanced offense right now for West Virginia. They can throw it down the field. They can throw it short, intermediates open. They run the ball, screens. Offensive line doing an outstanding job, and that was their issue coming into this game on the right side. But they've been rock solid up front all evening.
3rd and 6, here comes a blitz. Picked up for the moment, and on the run, a toss, and a catch by Bailey at the 45. Wow. Woo, 24, and that was pretty.
Well, Geno Smith once again extending the play. Pressure up the middle. He came with a delayed blitz by Clemson. You see it there. Now Geno Smith moves, gets outside the pocket, and just throws Bailey open.
That's a
Nice
big-time
job.
play right there.
Big time. You're starting to come around on Smith, aren't you, John?
Looked like John Elway there. Couldn't resist.
What else?
Out of the pistol, here comes Sean Alston for we should let America in on our little conversation here.
Yeah.
Greg Schiano, the Rutgers coach, West Virginia went up in the snow in October, beat Rutgers. And the Rutgers coach said, go ahead, Jaws, you use the line, so go ahead.
He said it reminded him of Joe Namath, you know? Come on, that's high praise for
Geno
Geno
Smith reminded him
of Joe Namath. That's right.
What film is he watching?
Well, the number 12.
He don't look like Joe Namath to me.
Tonight he does. And I said he looks like Randall Cunningham after that first half.
Oh, wide open.
Wow.
Austin, what a move. Tavon Austin, give him 4 on the night.
Just blowing the coverage. A total bust in the secondary by Clemson. You can see Sensabaugh arguing his point. Kevin Steele can't wait until this night is over. Left side of your screen, 2 Clemson Tigers are going to cover the same guy, and nobody covers one of the best players in the United States. That's bad defense.
Tavon Austin has just set the Orange Bowl record for most touchdown receptions. Kobe Fleener did it last year with 3. Steve Smith of USC, David Terrell of Michigan, Andre Cooper of Florida State, and he's tied Johnny Rodgers, great Johnny Rodgers of Nebraska, most touchdowns scored in an Orange Bowl. Add the name Tavon Austin to that list. And back at the Discover Orange Bowl on a record-setting night, and we are only in the 3rd quarter. That touchdown set the record for the most combined points scored in an Orange Bowl. 83. Old record was 79.
Came to the Orange Bowl and an arena football game broke out. Score after score after score.
It's hard to believe this score.
Hard to believe the quarter in time that goes with the score. Short kick. Jerron Brown got through the trash. Tagged by the kicker, Bettencourt, right around midfield. So a nice job by Brown as Boyd chased down and brought down. Just around midfield. Najee good.
Boy. Well, you pin your ears back now and you just attack Taj Boyd. And that's what the Mountaineers are doing. You're starting to see Bruce Irvin, who's their sack master, starting to heat it up a little bit.
Oh, they're rushing 3.
I know.
He's got to have a clock
there.
in his head. He can't hold the ball all day back here. He's got to check it down somewhere. It's a 3-man prevent rush.
Pass incomplete. So back to the problems that the whole conference issue with West Virginia brings up. Spoke to Oliver Luck, dad of Andrew Luck, which is now what he'll be known as going forward. Terrific West Virginia quarterback in his day and the athletic director in Morgantown. And he said he's told Dana Holgorsen and the rest of his coaches, prepare as if you're going to be in the Big 12 next year. Tight end Dwayne Allen with the catch at the 40-yard line. Because you have about 19 different schools around the country waiting to find out what's going to happen. The remaining schools in the Big East 7 and the 11 schools in the Big 12 with TCU coming in, plus all the other schools who've scheduled non-league games. West Virginia have a heavier league schedule being in the Big 12. Will those schools in the Big East have to find another opponent if the Mountaineers do end up going to the Big 12? 4th down and 9, and Clemson will go for it here down 43. And they'll pick it up with DeAndre Hopkins for the first down. 28-yard line. I was told by someone tonight we might see schedules have to come out sometime soon. We might see West Virginia on both a Big 12 and a Big East schedule when they come out, because the courts have said we'll decide it around June. That's not the timetable you need to schedule a football season. There goes Hopkins again, and DeAndre Hopkins gets to the end zone. Tiger touchdown.
That's a good job after the catch. Pat Miller, number 6, misses a tackle. Then safety Ishmael Banks a back up into the ball game. Bottom of your screen, ball's going to be thrown quickly into the outside. Miller's got to make this tackle. And then Banks, number 34, whiffs in the open field. And Hopkins is a good receiver. Caught over 100 passes in his first 2 years in Death Valley.
Gonna go for 2. And throw back to Sam Cooper, the redshirt freshman tight end, who ends up just short as Darwin Cook makes the tackle.
Darwin Cook made a heck of a play. There were 2 blockers out in front of that screen, and Cook knifed through and made the play.
Sure did.
He might be cramping up a little.
Well, what do you guys think about West Virginia in the Big 12 going forward, whenever it happens, and how Dana Holgerson's experience in that league will help?
Oh, it's a huge advantage. He's familiar with it. He's brought that same style of offense to West Virginia. Any team that sees West Virginia is going to have to alter what they do defensively. You may see teams change their recruiting, Mike, when you see teams that run this fast break, high volume offense. You got to find some quicker, faster guys.
I think West Virginia can flourish in any conference. They have a great tradition. Football, basketball. Don't forget Bob Huggins is a great basketball coach. You watch, by the end of the season, they'll be making a run again. They're going to be good in any conference.
You're hopping into basketball down 2?
Well, it's 63 to... I got confused. Sorry.
Huggy Bear's team did.
I love Huggins.
Huggy Bear's team did win tonight. Mountaineers of Georgetown, UConn, a couple of important conference games coming up. Tavon Austin again, this time bumps into Bowie, his own man, keeping down shy of 22. We go to the 4th quarter. 63-26, Mountaineers. Aerial coverage tonight of the 2012 Discover Orange Bowl. West Virginia on top 63-26. See what West Virginia's future will be and where it will be in the Big 12 or longer in the Big East. They will represent the conference well if it's their last game in the Big East, as they have the other 2 times in BCS games.
And I see Stedman Bailey, their star wide receiver, back in the game here at the bottom of the screen. Number 3 got hurt earlier. Good to see him back.
Tavon Austin still running, still going. Austin having a phenomenal bowl performance, MVP bowl performance, shy of midfield.
Mike, Clemson didn't play well tonight, but Dabo Swinney's an outstanding coach. You're around this guy, you talk to his players, people around the Clemson program. They know this guy has this team moving in the right direction. They're a young team. This was disappointing tonight, but they'll learn from it. Bubble screen, bubble screen, bubble screen. Very effective tonight for West Virginia.
Look at Austin. 11 catches, 117 yards, and 100 of it is after the catch. That's hard to believe if that's accurate.
Yeah, well,
I've never seen that.
Well, it's all the, the short passes.
He got 117 yards and 100 after the catch.
Well, every one of his touchdowns was like a 1-yard throw. It was a shuffle pass.
You were just complaining about it, John.
I don't know how you tackle this kid. He's a joker in this offense. They've put him in the backfield. They've used him in the slot. They've used him as a return man. He's one of the top 5 all-purpose yardage leaders in the country. It's great that he had this platform tonight to show his stuff to America. He's coming back next year. West Virginia could be real exciting on offense again.
Could be. They will be.
The prism of what kind of a national impact they would have certainly changes if you end up in the Big 12 compared to the Big East. There's Sean Alston with the carry. He gets to the 35-yard line.
Just have to wonder where this front 4 of Clemson is tonight. It just comes storming off that right side, right at Clemson.
You got Andre Branch and Brandon Thompson, a couple defensive linemen projected as first-round picks. Been invisible for the most part tonight. Give credit to that West Virginia offensive line. They have been stout.
West Virginia still has a chance to set the record for most points in a bowl game by a team. Tavon Austin stopped on a dime and got restarted.
You see what he did to Breland right there? He just shows you so much creativity whenever he touches the ball. Dana Holgorsen said when he has the ball, he's just magnificent. They'd like to see him improve without the ball in his hands. But watch this move against Breland, number 17. I don't know if Breland touches him.
Barely.
Hard to coach that.
Guy. Wow. He's not your favorite player, huh, John?
He is tonight. He's my MVP.
Dunbar High School, Baltimore, Maryland. Had 11 catches for 187 yards against LSU, against Morris Claiborne and Tyrann Mathieu. That outstanding secondary. Alston stopped a couple yards shy of the first down.
Clemson just hasn't tackled well at all tonight, Mike. That time another missed tackle in the hole. And sometimes with these long layoffs, you can use it as an excuse. I don't think the tackling will be real shoddy when LSU plays Alabama. The 2 best tackling teams I've seen in college football in a while.
Clemson came out here a couple days early to get some extra work in, and certainly hasn't paid off.
Watch, they're going to come storming out of this huddle inside of 7 seconds. So many different tempos that they can run, Mike.
Alston up the middle of the first down as he's looking for a 3rd touchdown run on the night.
This is what Dana Holgorsen has added to his repertoire. When he left Texas Tech, they were a high-octane offense. But when he went to Houston, he put it in a no-huddle environment. And watch him come out of this huddle. They're going to milk this clock all the way down to about 12 seconds. And they're going to come storming out of here together and then snap the ball quickly. It's another form of this Dana Holgorsen tempo. Watch this. They're going to use all this clock. Here they come.
You see the clock tick down, 11,
Clemson
10.
can't line up.
Here's your play, John.
Willie Millhouse on the flip and into the record books. West Virginia, the highest scoring bowl game in history.
Is that a touchdown pass?
Yeah, that's a touchdown pass, John. This play may go to the Hall of Fame after this game. This thing has worked all night long against this Clemson defense.
Wow, 5 touchdown passes that haven't been thrown out of the backfield. I mean, that's like playing patty cake in the backyard with your son. Unbelievable how that play has just ruined Clemson's bowl experience.
And Geno Smith has set a new BCS record, and we say this with a smile and a wink. 6 touchdown passes in a game, most in a BCS game.
Don't
Orange
say
Bowl
we, you and John are winking.
A bowl record, you've never seen that in the postseason. 70 points. For his name being written down as the MVP ballots being passed out to members of the media. Ron Brown able to, for the 2nd time tonight, keep a return alive and take it to the 45.
New quarterback, Cole Stout.
True freshman, stout, handing to Roderick McDowell. As the backups come in, and McDowell gets thrown down by Keith Tandy.
That's form tackling right there. You see, I mentioned Cole Stout in the game. His dad, Cliff Stout, has a number of Super Bowl rings from backing up Terry Bradshaw with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Also a quarterback I recruited at Youngstown State back in the early 70s. What a lineage here.
Played here with Miami, played with the Cardinals as well as McDowell. The sophomore takes it out of bounds with 2:21 to go.
I believe Cole Stout, Dublin, Ohio, same high school Brady Quinn went to.
Yep.
And Boyd struggled tonight, clearly in the second half. A lot of turnovers that really doomed Clemson. I think it's wise to get Stout some playing time, Ron.
I agree with you, John.
True freshman took 65 snaps in 5 games. Just handing here. Again, it's McDowell out of Sumter, South Carolina. Mentioned Stout breaking those Brady Quinn records at Kaufman High School in Dublin. Nearly 4,400 yards and 52 touchdowns. Most of the ranking services had him as a quarterback in the mid-20s coming out. A little bit of game experience his freshman year, and he'll head into spring ball and see a significant more time. Pass incomplete. Just sad time for the Clemson fans. They had hoped to relive the glory of this game 30 years ago, played in the original Orange Bowl Stadium. The only national championship won by Clemson. Danny Ford, the coach, very young coach back in 1981.
Had a cup of coffee with Danny Ford today. Coach Ford looking great. Still farming out in South Carolina.
Farming?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, very cool.
Big farm. Stout taking off. He'll come down to 5. Right near that first down, 1:22 to go.
And again, I go back, Mike, to these fifth-year seniors at West Virginia who've been through 3 different head coaches. What an exclamation point on their careers. Guys like Julian Miller.
Roll run for McDowell for the corner. And that takes us over 100 points in the game here tonight.
Did you say over 100 points, Mike?
Yes.
Wow.
0-2, still 21 shy of the Baylor-Washington game. They put up 123 the other night.
We talked about this pedal to the metal, high volume offense by both teams. West Virginia's run 87 plays and Clemson 74. Boy, these teams just pile up the yards with offensive plays.
Yeah, 161 points, over 1,000 yards.
Yeah, they're sneaking up. They're sneaking up.
That's what I like. It's
Coach
Lyman,
Overson.
Barkley, the left tackle, guys that can handle the Gatorade properly. There's Rader, the other tackle.
Set the screen for him, and go get him.
Got him.
It's a great moment. Great moment for West Virginia.
And they love football there. Just look out
yeah.
there at those fans, Mike. A lot of West Virginia fans that made this trip are still bunched together. They're thrilled with Dana Holgorsen and the outcome of this bowl game. Look at those fans. They're not leaving. They're going to stay for the last minute and 1.
Yeah, they're going to get that trophy presentation.
They are great fans. Many a trip down to Morgantown. Some backyard brawls, watched some terrific football games and players over the years. We mentioned Don Nealon, West Virginia coach for a long time. We're going to get Jeff Castile now. Yeah, we got the defensive coordinator as well. A little pooch kick. It's a live ball, but knocked out of bounds. Rashad Breeland went tumbling looking for the ball. He gets up okay. And
Geno Smith returns to Miami, where he played high school football with a 70.6 touchdown night. He couldn't script it any better.
last snap in the books. And if it is the Mountaineers' farewell to the Big East, they do it with a bang. And Dana Holgorsen's very unique route to his first ever season as a head coach. Ends on a very high platform. A bowl record 70 points scored by the Mountaineers on a night where the team and a lot of the individuals rewrite the record books of one of the oldest and most tradition-rich bowls in the sport. Clemson's season will end at 10-4. And here's Lisa Salters with the victorious head coach.
Thanks, Mike. Coach, 70 points you put up on the board, a bowl record. How did you make it look so easy? First, were you going for the record?
No, there's nothing easy about that now. Clemson's a great team. They've had an unbelievable year. You know, our guys just came in, and I think we're playing a little bit better when our backs are against the wall. Not too many people gave us credit, and the guys wanted to come in and kind of make a statement, and the only way you can do that is if you play on all three sides of the ball.
How could you tell that your tempo was hurting them?
Well, it's been an emphasis for us. You know, we've had a hard time all year getting the tempo going, and it's dangerous to get it. It's dangerous, the tempo, if you're not being very good with it. And we just kind of emphasized it here over the course of the last 15 practices and got better at it.
What impact did that fumble recovery return for a touchdown have on the game?
Yeah, that amplified what we've been telling them for the last 2 months, which is regardless of what happens, just keep playing. And defense gave up a long drive, but they just kept playing. And they ended up getting a turnover on the goal line, which turned the game.
And the guys are still trying to figure out that one play that was so successful for multiple touchdowns. It's recorded as a pass, but it kind of looks as a volleyball kind of tap toss. What is that?
Well, my good friend Bob Stead at Colorado School of the Mines gave me that, which basically it's you know, we toss it to them, and if we drop it, it's an incomplete pass. So it's actually a safe play.
What message did you want to send with this win tonight? 70 points again, Coach.
Well, just, you know, the seniors have done such a good job all year long. They were put in a bad situation. They've been through a lot in their career at West Virginia. And, you know, they just wanted to lay the groundwork for where we're headed as a football program. And, you know, I can't imagine it being any brighter than it is right now. I think the future's pretty bright at West Virginia.
Thank you, and congratulations to you, Coach.
Thank you, Lee.
Mike.
All right, all you coaches, we clinic out at the Colorado School of Mines. It's a great looking play. A little bit off of Lee Grosscup's old shovel pass at Utah with a great wrinkle. And performed to perfection on a night, as our friend Tony Caridi likes to say, it's great to be a Mountaineer. The second quarter score was 35-3. The Mountaineers put up more in the second than Clemson did all game, 70-33.
And Dana Holgorsen said it well. This group of seniors will have played for 3 different head coaches, and to go out in this kind of style, that really says something.
All right, for the presentation of the Orange Bowl trophy, let's go downstairs to our colleague Reese Davis.
All right, Mike, and we're peeking out from behind all of these oranges right now after the most prolific offensive performance in bowl history. 70 points for West Virginia, and here to present the Discover Orange Bowl trophy, the Orange Bowl Committee Chair and President Jeff Roberts, to give it to Dana Holgorsen.
Thank you, Reese. On behalf of the entire Orange Bowl Committee, I want to congratulate Clemson University on a great season. Congratulations to them. But more importantly, I want to congratulate the West Virginia Mountaineers and head coach Dana Holgorsen for an unbelievable performance tonight. First-year head coach, BCS Orange Bowl champion. Congratulations, Coach.
Dana, a remarkable performance. Before this season started, or at least going in about this time last year, you didn't even expect to be the head coach right now. What does it mean to finish your first season as a head coach with a performance like this in a BCS game?
It means a lot to me for these. We got about 23 seniors behind me that have done a heck of a job in helping with transition. And I've said it since day one. This is not about me. This is about those 17 to 18 seniors that deserve this win.
Earlier this season, I asked you how the guys were picking up the offense. You said, it's going all right. How would you say it's going now after that performance?
Well, we're still a work in progress. You know, you don't score 70 points by being good on offense. You score 70 points by being good on all 3 sides of the ball, which is what we did tonight.
certainly were that. Dana, congratulations on the victory in the Discover Orange Bowl. And now we have some individual hardware to hand out, and here to help us out with that is from Discover, David Nelms, who's the chairman and chief executive officer. David.
Geno, I want to congratulate you on this great accomplishment. On behalf of millions of Discover Card members across the country, I'm proud to present you with the 2012 MVP trophy for the Discover Orange Bowl. Congratulations.
Geno, we heard the story this week about how you used to watch games on the Jumbotron from your house. What does it mean to you to come in and have a performance like this in this stadium?
You know, first of all, I want to say, it's not about me. It's about those seniors back there, and it's about my team. And, 84% of the nation, told us we couldn't come out here and play with these guys. But, it's about proving people wrong. And that's what we did today.
What statement does it make for the future of West Virginia football to put it on Clemson the way you did?
I mean, never could we imagine putting up 70 points. We wanted to come out here and get a victory. But, we definitely made a statement today and let everybody know that, we're contenders for next year.
Pretty good homecoming for you, too?
Yes, sir.
Geno, congratulations. Geno Smith, the MVP of the 2012 Discover Orange Bowl. Congratulations, Mike. It was a virtuoso performance by everybody in a Mountaineer uniform.
No doubt, Reese. Record set for West Virginia's history, Orange Bowl history, and BCS history. 70 points for the Mountaineers. We'll put a bow on it, then send you to Sports Center as we continue at the Discover Orange Bowl.